La alineación del Barcelona será...
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And already we're underway here. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct in providing a threat up front, we're bound to see something special, I hope.
Because we always have in the past.
Indeed.
Zico. Messi promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Played back. Now then, the ball's come loose.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Zico. Beckham gets across and deals with it. Spectacular save! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Nedved with the short one. And he was quick to get it clear again. Pedri. Out to the left it goes. Neymar. So we're still where we started right now. White does really well to win the ball there. Yamal.
Barcelona really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the white...
Cantona!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Has a go! And he's done it! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Oh, that's a key interception. Costa Curta. Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, just skips, tries a shot! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Beckham. Now can he find a finish? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Nedved. Neymar. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nedved. And here's Cantona. Pass is just off target. Beckham. It's Pedri. Yamal. It's Pedri. And it's Luis Suarez. Bellingham! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping! Defending of the desperate variety. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Luis Suarez.
Air Force Club really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, facing up to his adversary. He's got full! Zico. It's Bellingham. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Neymar. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, strongly challenged there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Cantona is herring after that one. Messi. Now it's Torres. Rodri kept his eye. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Air Force Club, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. Here we go again then. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Costa Curta. Bellingham! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Well, the work rate to win the ball back was fantastic, and it set up the opportunity. That's great effort.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. They've got a corner here. And the header! That's a half-decent try. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Yamal. Pedri. Neymar. Oh, there's a probing ball. Air Force Club do have a chance to counter here. Beckenbauer. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Gets his pass away. Fernando Torres is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri. Fernando Torres.
Barcelona showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Messi. And he's intervened well there. Bellingham, always looking for that half a chance. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Yamal. And it's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Nedved. And here's Cantona. He's gone forward.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Messi.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Goalkeeper's ball. Messi. Now Costa Curta. Forwards and with intent. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Pedri. Cantona has got himself a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 18, Messi. El dorsal 19. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 4, el dorsal 11.
Air Force Club choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Costa Curta clears it away. And here's Suarez. Air Force Club still ahead by the game's only goal. It's a promising position. No, again there's no way through. Barcelona making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing though, not quite able.
Cambio de jugadores.
Foot in.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Lewandowski. Nedved with a definite foul there. Torres. Now it's Pedri.
Habrá 3
We are
minutos de
into
descuento.
stoppage time. Vinicius Junior, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Vinicius Junior. Lewandowski. In with the challenge. And he cuts out the supply. Beckham. And that is as far as it goes. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
And this is now today's
Alessandro
lineup.
Costa Curta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
It's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Well, we're on the way. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Now he's off and running. Pavon bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Costa Curta. And that has left him in a heap. And it's Nedved. And he's had it nicked away.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar has it in a wide position. Oh, what a climb! Decent enough try.
Messi certainly could have and should have made more of that.
And here's Eto'o. Zico. Hits one! Superb goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Griezmann, Messi, and Messi! Well, now it's a race for the ball. He's shifting through the gears here. That's going to go a long way. Chance to decent hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Beckenbauer. Saliba makes the interception. Conte. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Neymar! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Neymar is offering a wry smile there.
Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. Nesta getting this one clear.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Forwards and with intent. Now it's Nedved. There's the hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Vieira. And it's Messi. Now it's Griezmann. Now it's Neymar. Conte heads it! And he has kept it out somehow.
Conte really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Nedved does well to get it back. Belletti. Zico. And here's Eto'o. And we have our very first corner. Nedved goes short. Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity. It's their second corner of the game. Nedved with the short one. Nedved, Bellingham, and the shot! Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Bellingham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Pavon tries making a foray down the right. Griezmann. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. And he's heaved it away. Oh, this looks sharp. Bellingham. Saliba.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And it's Conte. And it's Griezmann. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Belletti. He's had it taken off him. Conte. Saliba. Did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Aimed beyond the defence. They get a throw in. Hit into the middle. Beckenbauer gets it away. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
2 added minutes has been
Griezmann.
indicated.
That's Vieira. Koundé. That's headed upfield. And the half-time whistle goes. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Can he get onto this? Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that has been cleared. Oh, he's been caught on it. He's had a shot. Messi. And one more try. Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Costa Curta. Aim forwards. Great chance! That has been knocked clear. He's got tall. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Still just a single goal between the sides. Nedved is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Pavon. Messi. And the ball's a good one here. Quality ball.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
He's played him through. And he's cut it out. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Saliba. Here's Griezmann. Messi. Beckenbauer gets a foot in here. That's a corner kick.
Substitutions taking place.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Decent progress down the left. Saliba cuts out the pass. Costa Curta. Conte. Foot in. He can run onto that. Pavon is onto it in a flash.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Messi. He's played it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Neymar. And now the breakaway. Beckenbauer. Griezmann. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's from Mario. And the pass is intercepted. He's having a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
No, it's a fair attempt. I think he felt he could line one up there. The odds were never really in his favour.
Number 21, number 15, Conte. Coming on the field, number 11, number 8, Iniesta. Number 22, Matteo Guendouzi.
Time for a change in personnel.
Substitution.
And he's there to retrieve it. Always onto this. Messi. Defending of the desperate variety.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Messi. Now it's Iniesta. Neymar. Oh, what a pass! Neymar finds himself offside. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more
Substitution in
movement
progress.
and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
That's really well manoeuvred. I think we're just about done here.
There will be 3
Iniesta.
minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Iniesta, brilliantly cut out. Costa Curta with the clearance. And here's Neymar. Now it's Messi. Oh, he's got real chance! It's there! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. With a predatory goal.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but...
And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely... Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Son Heung-min. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Son Heung-min, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Oh, can he get onto this? I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Tries a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
And it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Drogba. And here's Son Heung-min. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Davids. Climbs up big! Good delivery, but no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Still goalless at the moment. Played back in. Oh, shooting chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Gavi. Milan look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but...
He gets big! Goal! Milan! There is the breakthrough! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have broken through. It's 1-0.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Palmer. Gnabry. "15 minutes till half-time. Stones. Gavi. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Nedved. And it's Belletti. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Drogba. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played towards the other side. Bellingham. That's a sharp pass. Over to the left. Son Heung-min gets into some space. Son Heung-min! Oh, he's been caught on this time, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Czech trying to keep this in. Nedved.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham proves too strong. Now it's Cruyff, and he cuts out the supply. Davids. Nedved. Passing is crisp and the shot! It's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Goal!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
And here's Cruyff. Zico. It's Zico! And the half-time whistle goes. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. A couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
Well, the scoreline indicates a pretty tight game, but there has been a lot of action in it, and it has been an exceptionally good watch. The score at half-time, 1-1. And that's the second half started. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Gavi. Oh, that's clever. And that has sent him sprawling. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Zico. Costa Curta. Cleared away.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Quality ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Stones. Now Davids. Engages and forces him off the ball. Rodri, nicely spread. And it's Cruyff. Bellingham. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Zico! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Zico clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now it's Drogba. And they're back on the ball again. Palmer. Gavi. Palmer. Great hit! It's fallen kindly here. Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come...
Chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Son Heung-min with the short one. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got space in the area. It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Gavi. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. He's had it taken off him. Stones.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Gavi. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Throw in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Son Heung-min will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Owen. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Nedved. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And here's Owen, driving through the middle. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. João Neves. And here's Owen. Ball's gone out of play. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Gavi. And it's Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Drogba. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 30.
Milan making consecutive changes here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Cambio di giocatori.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Oh, what a climb! He's a sharp little ball here.
Milan can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
And Owen! They've scored! We thought it was over! It's all square once more!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Ha segnato all'89esimo minuto, numero 9, Owen!
So there's going to be another change here.
Attenzione, un cambio.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
We are into overtime. Played out wide. Milan looking to pass their way through. Can he get away here? And he gets rid in a hurry. It's a pretty loose pass. Pedri. Dembele. Dembele! Now, who's going to be first to this? Goalkeeper's ball. That's at the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth. It's Kluivert! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
And here's Cruyff. Now it's Zico. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Suarez making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Yeah, this is the first big landmark he'll hit, Peter.
Luis Suarez! Hits off target and by quite a way. White. Beckenbauer moved on forwards. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And Cruyff! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Mkhitaryan. Nedved was in no mood for any of that. And here's Cruyff. Has a look and has a go. Oh, that is very close.
Bellingham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Cafu. Neither side yet able to find the net. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Nedved. Beckenbauer. Now Costa Curta. And it's Zico. And it's Nesta. It's Bellingham. Costa Curta. Nesta. It's Belletti. And it's Nedved. Aimed beyond the defence. Now the ball in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Mkhitaryan. And now the breakaway. Now it's Kluivert. Back into the middle. Messi! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Messi is offering a right smile there.
And it's been taken short. Cross from Erdogan. Terrific header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Kluivert did so well to make use of the little space that was afforded to him. It wasn't easy, that.
He could be in here. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now it's Mkhitaryan. Well, the defence proved infallible. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Mkhitaryan. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That's really well manoeuvred. Kluivert. Oh, perfectly measured that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Zico is sporting a guilty look after that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Not the most accurate pass. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Oh, he's in! It's Luis Suarez! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Beckenbauer. White. And it's Mkhitaryan. That's the throw. Byrne. Iniesta. Foot in. Now it's Cruyff. Bellingham. It's run loose here.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, what a climb! Played back in. Byrne attempts a clearance. And there is the half-time whistle. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace
Well, I
him
suppose
is
from a defensive
number
perspective, Peter,
17,
neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
White.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Mkhitaryan proves just a little bit too strong. And it's Kluivert. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Look, the only way of becoming more aware, Peter, is by lifting your head and realising who's where around you.
And that's a good ball. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Messi. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Cafu. White.
the attendance for this
And
match.
Mkhitaryan, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Ødegaard is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Beckenbauer. Cafu. Ødegaard. And it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And there's green grass ahead of him. That's been cut out, well played. Beckenbauer. So what can they make of this? Ødegaard flashes it across. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Substitutions taking place. Substitution on the field. Number
Time for a
19,
change in personnel.
Suarez. Number 25, Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 9.
He's
Owen.
found some space.
Number 87.
Chance!
John Evans.
Now, who's going to be first? And he's following up! Decent enough try. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Well, it looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. And it's Belletti. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's managed to get free.
Well, they deserve an awful lot of credit for their commitment to the cause, but it's a goal credit that would be most welcome now.
Well, played right into his path. Nedved! It's a loose ball. Courtois. Oh, what has happened here?
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Now it's Ødegaard. Spread neatly. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
White is always looking to play quality balls. Mkhitaryan.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Can he spark a counter here? Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. And it's Kluivert. And that's that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, this looked the most likely.
Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. Everything here truly black and white. Alvinegro, as the locals call it, inside this most impressive arena of football. The Arena MRV in Belo Horizonte. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, this guy, Luis Suarez, is just about the perfect striker in the modern game. Probably best spearheading a front three, just so good moving away from and isolating defenders. And he's relentless, Peter, always in your face, always asking questions.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. This is the lineup we've been given. How do you read it, Jim?
Well, what I like about this system, Peter, is the way in which both central midfielders have to work in tandem. If one opts to go forward, the other sits, and when one moves either side to snuff out an attack, the other will hold the central ground. Communication is obviously vital to make it a success, but this team knows what it's doing, and I think we're going to see that reflected.
So that's got things underway. Now it's Mbappe. Luis Suarez.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Cantona. Played out to the right. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. De Ligt. Bellingham. That's Beckham. Adams. That's cause for mild irritation. Costa Curta. Zico. Cantona. Nedved. An instinctive delivery. Adams clears it away. Belletti. Cross flung in towards the middle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Bellingham. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, super find. Cantona. And here's Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Still goalless. Messi. And De Ligt. Mbappe. Terrific header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Played towards the other side. Rodri. And here's Cantona. Nedved! Bellingham. Beckham. Could move up a gear here. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Beckham. Alexander-Arnold got a long way forward to join the attack. And here's Torres. Messi. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nedved. Mbappe. And this is Torres! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Fernando Torres has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
And here's Cantona, Bellingham, Messi, Mbappe, and there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Fernando Torres. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Adams. Now this could be a chance. Mbappe! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cleared away. Alexander. Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Atletico Mineiro really are in the ascendancy here, and they know they have to register while that's the case.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Fernando Torres. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Adams. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Mbappe. Messi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Nedved. Van Balten gets across to intercept that. Oh, and he's through the middle. Chouameni. Fernando Torres. Passing is crisp and sharp. Fernando Torres. He's found a way past. Costa Curta gets it clear. Luis Suarez. Out to the right. He is through here. And that's a superb pass. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And we've reached half-time. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Senhoras e senhores, observem no telão as informações sobre nosso serviço de ônibus fretado. Substituição.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Stood up well to him there. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. Out of play for a throw. Bellingham plays... And the header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Now that was a slick move, and there were several options in the box to pick out.
Owen is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Alexander-Arnold. Up he goes! Hits it again, but still no joy.
Well, there's nothing wrong with the service. They've just been very wasteful in the air.
Van Bouten. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Now it's Bellingham. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Bellingham was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. De Ligt. Atletico Mineiro are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. De Ligt. Nedved being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Bellingham!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Owen. And Owen! And again the keeper stands strong.
Yeah, well, he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him. He can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Substituição em andamento.
He's having a shot! Nicely aimed pass. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Plenty of action at either end, just nothing to show for it.
Yes, and it's been far from uneventful. We've had a healthy amount of attempts at goal from both teams, and with this kind of ambition, we may not have to wait too long.
He's Cantona! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Cantona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Nedved with the short one. Tries a shot! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
So, third corner of the game. Nedved plays it short. Shot a goal! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. Couple of changes then in quick succession. Messi coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Could be danger here. Can he finish? Really well taken goal. Finally the breakthrough.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
An act of charity gratefully received.
Camisa 9.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Mbappe. And that has sent him sprawling.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And he was quick to react. He has found the way through. He is just caressing the ball. Eto'o with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Dink through. He's shifting through the gears here. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now the finish! And he hits the net. Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Atletico Mineiro can make their change now with a break in play. Haaland getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Beckenbauer, Owen. The ball has bounced loose now. Deep into stoppage time. Chouameni. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. Now it's Haaland. And Beckham! That is decidedly lacking. Atletico Mineiro making another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart, and
that's that, the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other, but it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Owen, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Kane. Messi. And it's come back out to him. He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Cruyff, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Guardiola. Beckenbauer does well to stand firm and defend it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Bellingham. Rodri calmly anticipates. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. De Bruyne. Now it's Kane. He has found the way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Crossed in early.
Well, they were never going to allow him to receive that. Such close attention.
Oh, they can break here. Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Guardiola. Can he spark a counter here? And it's Luis Suarez. That has been cut short. Oh, good-looking ball. Now he's off and running. Luis Suarez. Now it's Cruyff. Nedved. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's picked out the run. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched.
It's Luis Suarez! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Bellingham. He's found a way through. Now it's Kane. Messi. Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Quality ball. De Bruyne providing an outlet on that. Up he goes! And that's really well manoeuvred. Koundé. And it's De Bruyne.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Koundé. And here's De Bruyne. Could move up a gear here. And they win it back again. Out to the right. Messi. De Bruyne. And the shot! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Number 17, Kevin De Bruyne.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played into space out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. Messi goes short. Fired. He's had a hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Van Dijk. Tchouaméni. And it's Van Dijk. And Koundé. Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And here's Cruyff. Cruyff! He's been caught on it here. Has a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And we hit half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And please welcome our lads to the field. Substitution on the field, number 14.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
It's Zico! And he has kept it out somehow.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zico. Check. Oh, good ball. Shots on here. Nedved cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Mbappe, given the lift of his goal. Mbappe going full tilt down the left. Bellingham. 60 minutes played. It's a good run, that. Great timing. It's a sweet ball, that. He's in space and looking for options. And here's Mbappe. Guardiola. Mbappe. This is good pressing. They're not short on bodies. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Oh, after such a great run, I'm expecting him to go all the way, and instead, he just lost his way.
They've played it short. A real chance if he can get... Chance! Cleared without hesitation. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe. Deftly away. Nesta. And here's Zico. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shot at goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mbappe. And it's Luis Suarez. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's forced to go back. Koundé. That has been slung wide. Vardiol, a man never lacking in drive or determination. And Koundé. Messi has created one goal already. Nesta promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Luis Suarez. Chance to shoot now! Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
De Bruyne. De Bruyne was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Luis Suarez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Rodri. And that's really well manoeuvred. Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make... Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Zico. Now it's Foden. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, smashing header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. And that is expertly dealt with. And here's Foden. He's got away. Foden!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Bellingham. And here's Eto'o. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham.
Well, Alessandro Nesta turns defence into an art form. If you like your defenders slick and quick, this is the man.
Yeah, am I right in saying he started out as a fullback?
Yeah, I think he may have begun his career as a fullback, but he became a central colossus.
And it's Cruyff.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Foden showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. That has been cut short. De Ligt. Still goalless. More and more pressure on the ball here. There will be a throw-in. Costa Curta. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Foden. Now it's Ronaldinho. Real chance! Nedved. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Oh, that's a key interception. Cruyff.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
It's Ronaldinho! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Played in by Foden. Shot could be on, and he shoots! Costa Curta gets rid without sophistication. And it's Marquinhos. Beckenbauer. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And he's managed to get free. Ronaldinho. Great hit! And he's done it!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One is...
And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple. Keep the intensity high and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Belletti. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Ronaldinho. So what can they make of this? Bellingham. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Ronaldinho. That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Haaland. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Foden. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Adams. Marquinhos. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
De Ligt cuts out the pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. He's in plenty of space here. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Bellingham. Coming on the field, number 7, Cantona. Number 15, Franz Beckenbauer. The attendance for this match was 16,870.
60 minutes played. Costa Curta. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And Adams. Marquinhos. Bellingham, who does have an assist to his name. He is through here! Pinches it off him. They get a throw in.
Substitution on the field, number 10, Zico. Coming on to replace him is...
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
9, Owen.
Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Eto'o.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And they've got rid. And they're back on the ball again. Foden in acres of space out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Owen. And he's heaved it away. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Beckenbauer. Costa Curta spots it and intercepts. And here's Owen. Nedved. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Bellingham. He's had it taken off him. Owen! And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's had a shot! Well, there's the clearance. And that's been won straight back. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Substitution on the field. Number 5, Nesta. Number 17, Ito.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
19,
Dealt with
Suarez.
nicely by the defence.
Number 18, Vinicius Junior.
Cantona! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cantona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Foot in. Bernardo Silva.
There will be
And it's
3 minutes
Neymar.
added time.
And it's Messi. Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And as you can see, we've already started here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Griezmann. He's found a way through. Nakamura, and he's certainly onside here. Keeper's dealt with that. Chance! Alessandro Costacurta, he doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Oh, good spread. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That looks a good ball through. Well read, nice interception. Rodri. Vinicius Junior. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now that's well seen too. Wilshere. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Now it's crossed into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Bellingham going about things with real menace. He's picked his way through. Luis Suarez. Decent hit! It's in! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
After 22 minutes is number 19, Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Nakamura with the short one. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's been taken short. Wilshere! And that has been clubbed away. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Suarez. Interesting ball. Zico. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Vinicius Junior.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good.
Tries a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Vinicius Junior is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. Now the finish! He can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly. And
Mbappe! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. And here's Griezmann. Stood up well to him there. Costa Curta did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cross from Cafu. And that has been knocked clear. Real chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Nesta with the clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had it nicked away. Looks to the other side.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Vinicius Junior. Now it's Griezmann. Little pass back. And that should get the job done. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
And we're underway again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And that is a little undercooked. And he's managed to get free. Nakamura. Nedved chooses to go crossfield. Can he get away here? And Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Nedved. Bellingham. Bastoni, Beckenbauer, Costa Curta. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Mbappe running with the ball. Bellingham. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cafu makes the interception. Bastoni, it's Wilshere, Rodri, now Costa Curta,
The attendance
60 minutes played.
17,007.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now it's Mbappe. Shapes to shoot!
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Griezmann strokes it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Rodri, that's a good ball out wide. And it's Zico. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Well, that is commitment to the cause.
Substitution.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, it's an interesting move, this, Peter. It just gives opposition defences a very different challenge.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Bastoni, Mbappe chasing after it. Vinicius Junior going face to face with his great rival, just eases him off the ball. Rodri, Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, perfectly measured that. Rodri. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Costa Curta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Luis Suarez. Cruyff. He's shifting through the Cruyff! And that would have won it.
Yeah, he knew only too well that to concede then would have been tough to recover from. That could prove a big moment in this game.
And that has been knocked clear. Deftly done.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. And here's Vinicius Junior. He has found a way through. Vinicius Junior! And that has fair fizzed.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Number 25, Bellingham. Number 10, Zico. Number 5,
Beckenbauer.
Nesta.
And he welcomes it in.
Number 9,
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Franz Beckenbauer. Number 18, Vinicius
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And here's Mbappe. Odegaard. And he's intervened well there.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Nedved. And that has been cleared. That's at the end. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. So, Jim, how do you reflect on...